The FBI probe that brought to light the affair between CIA Director David Petraeus and his biographer Paula Broadwell has ensnared another general, John R. Allen, who succeeded Petraeus as commander in Afghanistan. The FBI says it has uncovered potentially inappropriate communication between Allen and Jill Kelly. She, you may remember, is the woman whose report of harassment by Broadwell started the whole investigation. Rajiv Chandrasekaran. I tried so hard and I still messed it up.
Say it with confidence. Chandrasekaran.
There we go.
Yeah.
Joins us. You've been following this story, and one of the developments is that what we first thought might be 20 or 30,000 communications between the two, we now understand is a smaller number.
That's right. The initial reports that it was 20 to 30,000 discrete emails was erroneous. Sources who are close to General Allen say the numbers, it's in the hundreds. They acknowledge there were hundreds of emails exchanged, but they say that these were not inappropriate emails. They emphasize, at least one senior official close to the general emphasized to me that there was no affair, there was no inappropriate relationship, that the two were friends.
Okay, so the pushback from Allen very strong that this isn't the same type of nonsense Petraeus was involved in. Here's the part I don't quite understand. Broadwell, who we now know was sending these threatening emails to Kelly, apparently also sent one to General Allen?
That's right.
Why?
Well, you know, the exact motivations aren't known. She certainly seems to have been very angry about Jill Kelly, and perhaps knew that Jill Kelly was a friend of General Allen's and sought to undercut Jill Kelly.
Do you have the sense that we've kind of pulled this string as far as it's going to go, or do you feel like this story is still developing and coming into focus?
I think there are just as many unanswered questions as answered questions at this point.
And what are the most important ones for you to get an answer to?
Well, I think there are some real questions with regard to the timeline of the investigation. Why the FBI pursued this, how Jill Kelly was able to get the FBI to start that investigation. There was a period some weeks ago where the FBI determined there was no threat to national security and essentially didn't close the investigation, but chose not to pursue it. And then it was reopened. What was the sequence of events back there? So, you know, a whole set of questions that yet to be fleshed out.
From some versions of events, it seems like we never would have known about this FBI investigation if not for an internal whistleblower going to Eric Cantor and saying, wait a minute, this Petraeus stuff is getting swept under the rug. The question then emerges, is there a reason why the FBI didn't want their investigation to be known to the wider world? And is that another question we have to answer?
Well, so overnight, we both in the Post and other news organizations have reported that, you know, the initial FBI investigator now at some point had sent shirtless pictures of himself to Jill Kelly. So there are questions now about the FBI's own investigation. What is clear is everybody who's getting ensnared in this is looking bad.
Yeah, there are times when this feels more like a TMZ story than a Washington Post story, and yet it's some of the most important people in Washington whose names we're discussing.
As a friend of mine said, it's sort of it's Homeland meets Real Housewives of Tampa.
Okay, Rajiv, thanks a lot.
Good to talk to you.